Hi, my name is Mike Healy, Gut Guy, and today I want to share with you a testimonial from a student who's been dealing with really bad colitis and anemia. His blood levels were a 6, and that's half the number it should be. It should be like a 13, 15, 17. That's like a normal healthy range. And his was a 6. Now it is back up to a 12 in just 2 weeks, and he also has no pain and bloody diarrhea. And I want to show you guys how to do this. This student is inside my Rapid Gut Healing program. This is my paid program where you get support from myself and my two coaches 3 times a week. 3 times a week you can get on a Zoom call with us and ask us whatever you want. You can ask us questions in the Facebook group. We answer them every single day. This is the best support you're going to get anywhere. Because if you go anywhere else, they're going to throw you in the wrong direction. You're going to be spending hundreds, thousands of dollars on remedies that don't address the root cause. I want to save you guys a ton of time and money. You know, time is money. It is just crazy. It's all the needless pain and suffering people go through just due to bad information. There's this saying out there, you know, if I have 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'm going to spend 7 hours sharpening my axe and 1 hour swinging my axe, guys. That's what you want to do. You need the correct knowledge to heal. It is so easy to heal when you understand the root cause. And so my program is $497 or 6 easy payments of $97, and it comes with a 3-month refund guarantee. But in this video, I specifically want to talk about anemia and colitis. Because these numbers can be, if you get like a 6, like you get this blood reading as a 6, the doctor is going to come up to you and they're going to be like, I think you're going to die. Have you written your will? Are you an organ donor? Like that's the conversation they're going to have with you, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, it's a good idea to get blood transfusions and stuff like that. Yes, that makes total sense. But this overreactive alarm can be very detrimental to your health, because now all of a sudden you are freaking out, and it's actually not that big of a deal. So when someone is stressed out, let's talk about this person with colitis. So they had something very hard to digest in their life that was stressing them out. The body was developing extra gut cells to help them digest this hard to digest thing in their life. And so when someone's stressed out, the blood vessels, they're normally like this, but then they start to narrow. And so what this does is the blood becomes more concentrated. So let's say when you're super stressed, you could have normal blood levels, and then the next day, so let's say you have your blood vessels are normally dilated. They're a normal diameter, and it reads as a 10. And then something stressful happens to you and they start to dilate, your red blood cell count is going to read at like a 20 or a 15 or something like that. And then you resolve the conflict. Now your blood vessels are going to open and expand, and this number can be 5 times. So if someone has like a 20 and then they go into the healing phase and they're all the blood vessels in their body expand. I think there's like some crazy saying that your blood vessels can like wrap around the earth, something ridiculous like that. So it can expand up to 5 times. That 20 can turn into like a 4. And people start freaking out when they don't need to be. There's the exact same amount of red blood cells in your blood. It's just your blood composition is a little bit different. There's more serum, and serum is kind of like I don't know if the right word is the base of the blood, but it's essentially like the water, the electrolytes, and it's filled with proteins. And then the other part of the blood has all the good stuff. I think we call that the plasma. That has all the white blood cells, the red blood cells, the platelets, etc., etc. So that could be happening. Another thing that could be happening is you are going through a self-evaluation conflict. So if you're someone who's been experiencing, like you have like arthritis, or if you have a lot of like back pain or neck pain or some sort of joint pain or bone pain, then this can hurt the red blood cell production in your body. Your red blood cells are made by your bone marrow. And if your self-devalue, if you've experienced a self-devaluation conflict, oh, my gut doesn't work. Like a lot of people with constipation and colitis, they go, they get that diagnosis and they go, oh, my gut doesn't work. Oh, every time I get diarrhea, oh, my gut doesn't work. And so it goes to the program will operate on the closest bone or joint, which will be like the lower back. And so if that program gets active, all of a sudden you have like a bunch of bones in your body that aren't making red blood cells, and you feel extremely tired, and the blood cell count will go down, and it takes a few months for that level to come back up if the conflict is fully resolved, if we're not devaluing ourselves all the time. And it's very hard not to devalue yourself if you don't understand German new medicine. If you go to if you take the doctor's word for what they're saying, oh my God, your colon's done, it's not working, you're gonna have to be on drugs the rest of your life, oh, we're gonna have to cut it out. It's very easy to have a self-evaluation conflict. Me, I'm a very thick-headed, thick-skinned person. I told my doctors, like, hey, you guys are idiots. Like, how can you not know this? This is your job. Like, do a better job. But a lot of people, and I totally get this, they just take their word for it because they're supposed to be the experts, but they're not. And I think a lot of you know that if you're searching through YouTube and trying to find real answers instead of these BS answers that they're handing us. So if you would like to get results like this student, you can use my free program. You can just watch my free YouTube videos and get better. You can go to learninggnm.com and educate yourself there. But you can work with other German New Medicine practitioners. I do not advise working with other like holistic and naturopathic people because they just create food phobias. They recommend hundreds of dollars in the supplements you don't need and special diets you don't need. It's good to get extra nutrients into you, but I would rather have someone view all food as safe and eat junk food and candy instead of being like a crazy holistic zealot where they're afraid of all the little additives and stuff. Again, it's great. It sucks that those things are in our food, but like we live in the modern world, it's in everything. You're not going to be able to avoid it. Or you're going to make yourself crazy trying to avoid these things. And a lot of people do these things and they don't get better because it's an emotional thing. Your mind controls your gut. Your mind controls your body. And German New Medicine gives us the knowledge to understand what our symptoms are trying to tell us. Our symptoms are, in a lot of ways, broadcasting our emotions, and our emotions are what pull the levers on like whether an organ or a tissue is going to be like in the healing phase or be in the conflict active phase. And I can help you understand this better. You can talk to me once a week, and my other coaches once a week. So we have 3 coaches right now. You can talk to us 3 times a week at a live Q&A. We'll answer all of your questions. I have hundreds of hours of live Q&A recordings that you can like listen to like as like a podcast, like while you're driving to work. I have 20 hours of educational videos. This is all the information you need to get better, and I want to help you guys do that. It's just $497 or 6 easy payments of $97, and it will pay for itself in the first week or in the first month at least. Think about it. Like you go to a holistic person, $100, $200 for a good one. They don't understand the root cause. They're going to prescribe like $500 worth of supplements, totally super expensive foods that you probably got to drive like an hour to get to, and you just reconstruct your whole life. And it would be one thing if it worked, but it does not work because it does not address the root cause of the problem. You have these rings in your brain. They're caused by conflict shocks, and these conflict shocks have been resolved on some level, but they haven't been fully resolved. I want to help you find these things, resolve them, understand what's going on, help you relax, and get better. I'm Mike the Heal Your Gut Guy, guys. Good luck healing. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.